Madam Speaker, the 2017 budget continues the fiscal consolidation process geared to bring expenditure into better alignment with available revenues. The fiscal strategy also envisages a shift in the composition of expenditure away from transfers and subsidies towards capital expenditure. This would help facilitate the process of rekindling growth. For financial year 2017, therefore, Madam Speaker, total revenue has been budgeted at $47.4 billion, which is $2.5 billion higher than the estimated outturn of $44.9 billion in 2016, but over $12 billion less than the original estimate of revenue for 2016. This 2017 figure includes the estimated yield of $1.35 billion from new tax measures and $9.6 billion from one-off revenues. Total expenditure for financial year 2017 has been budgeted at $53.4 billion, which is slightly above the estimated outturn of $52.2 billion in 2016. Capital expenditure is budgeted to increase by $400 million compared with last year's outturn, while current expenditure is expected to be $800 million higher, largely reflecting higher debt servicing costs. The fiscal deficit is estimated at $6 billion for 2017, or 3.9% of GDP, compared with a fiscal deficit of $7.3 billion, or 5% of GDP in 2016. The budgeted revenue for 2017 is predicated on an oil price between $48 and $50 and a gas price of $2.25 per MMBTU. It should be noted that our assumed oil price is below the IMF forecast of $50 per barrel for 2017 and lower than the current oil price forecast made by the World Bank, the US Energy Information Administration, the International Energy Agency of Europe, and so on. Madam Speaker, based on these assumptions, we are projecting total revenue $47,441 million, $47,441 million, or 47.441 billion. Oil revenue, a meager $2.575 billion, down from almost $20 billion in 2014. Non-oil revenue, and the non-oil sector is now shouldering the burden of running this economy, $44.866 billion. Total expenditure net of capital, repayments and sinking fund contribution, $53.475 billion. Let me repeat. Total revenue, $47.4 billion. Total expenditure, $53.4 billion. Projected deficit of $6 billion, or 3.9% of GDP. The main areas and allocations of expenditure for 2017 are as follows. Once again, the major allocations are for security, education, and health. However, with respect to national security, we are fortunate that this year we do not have to provide billions of dollars to pay for military vessels taken on credit and for the full back pay for the protective services, since these payments have been met either fully or in part in 2016. The allocations are therefore as follows. National security, $7.625 billion. Education and training, $7.222 billion. Health, $6.250 billion. Public utilities, $3.293 billion. Works and transport, $2.087 billion. Rural development and local government, $1.919 billion. Agriculture, $766 million. Housing, $664 million.